Right, so this is going to be a quick one.
And why is that?
Because this film should only be 40 minutes long.
Really?
Yes, but more on that later. This is Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2. Merry Christmas, I'm Jay Harangue, and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
Okay, so while this is a sequel, you can definitely watch this one without watching the first one, because they include about 45 minutes of the first film in this one. If you haven't seen my recap of the first one, the link's in the description, but I'll do this assuming you haven't, so here's what happens. This is Ricky, and he's the main character.
Hi.
In the first film, when Ricky was a baby, his parents were killed on Christmas Eve by a guy dressed as Santa Claus, so he grew up in an orphanage with his older brother Billy, who was old enough to remember what happened to his parents. Sister Margaret always looked out for the kids at the orphanage, but Mother Superior was horrible, especially to Billy. When he turned 18, Billy got a job in a toy store, and things happened there that led him to go on a Christmas killing spree dressed as Santa Claus, which ended back at the orphanage where Billy was shot by the police right in front of Ricky. A few years later, and Ricky is unsurprisingly in a padded room being seen by a psychiatrist.
Who killed your parents?
You really want to know?
Who, Ricky?
Santa Claus.
Then he tells him the whole story while we watch 10 minutes of the first film.
How could you possibly remember all that?
I was there.
Yeah, he was a baby. No way he remembers.
Tell me about your stay at St. Mary's Orphanage.
And while he does that, we get to watch another 10 minutes of the first film.
Are you serious?
Yes, this is shit. The only good bit is when he recalls his brother getting beats from Mother Superior.
She was naughty.
You miss your brother. You felt sorry for him.
I feel sorry for you.
Do you dream, Ricky?
I don't sleep.
Ooh, you're odd.
And guess what's coming next? That's right, another 10 minutes of the first film. I will, however, show this clip of Ricky's brother Billy banging out the guy who comes in to visit orphans as Santa Claus.
Let's jump ahead.
Let's.
Yeah, it's about time we got another 10 minutes of the first film. This time showing stuff that happened at the toy shop where Billy lost the plot. Ricky doesn't think any of this was Billy's fault.
Then whose fault was it?
It was that bitch Superior. She made him do it.
Oh, and here's another 10 minutes of the first film. There's not even any narration over the top. They're just using footage from the first film and repackaging it as part of the sequel. Is there not some sort of law against this?
No.
Absolute joke. Anyway, then we get the penultimate recap section where Billy attacked members of the general public. I have to say, even though we've not seen much of Ricky yet, what we have seen is absolute gold for clips.
Really?
Yes.
In the final recap, they have actually made a change to the child actor who played a young Ricky watching his brother get shot by the police.
Naughty.
Naughty. Very naughty.
And this is because the next part of the film is new footage, showing how when the orphanage closed, Sister Margaret found Ricky a new family, the Rosenbergs. Ricky had a pretty normal childhood with the Rosenbergs. He only went mental when he saw nuns or the colour red.
Oh my God.
When this became too much of a problem, the Rosenbergs, who felt they'd been sold damaged goods, go to the adoption agency to make a complaint, but they're told sorry, no returns. 5 years later, Mr. Rosenberg died, which turned Ricky into a different actor. Now, I know it's a bit shit when they try and make an adult actor look like a kid in flashback scenes, but why have they got this guy to play the younger version of this one when they're pretty much the same age? Anyway, after Mr. Rosenberg's funeral, Ricky goes for a walk in the woods with a stick when he spots a couple. Ricky goes to watch them from the trees and they look like a normal happy couple at first, but then the guy starts forcing himself on the girl.
Oh my gosh.
Although we don't see Ricky knock...
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, this seems to happen quite a lot in these films. Over half the intimate encounters in these movies are Severus Snape's. Anyway, for Ricky, this brings back memories he couldn't possibly have had of how his mum was attacked by Santa Claus the night she died. So he decides to punish the attacker.
Thank you.
So that's a job well done. Speaking of jobs, Ricky then starts telling the psychiatrist about the time he worked at this kitchen. He went out back and saw a debt collector at work. After the collector had given the debtor beats, he took a red handkerchief out of his pocket. And we know Ricky doesn't like red.
What are you looking at, kid? Tell me about Jennifer.
Eat shit.
Then Ricky tells him about Jennifer.
Okay.
So flashback to Ricky in a leather jacket on a motorbike. Yeah! We see Jennifer somehow knock Ricky off his bike before he gives her a ride home and then they bang. So then they started doing normal things together, like going to the movies. Ricky recalls one time when they went there and there were some punks making noises at the back.
Dun, 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 dun. You got a problem, pal?
Ricky ignores this at first, but when he goes to kiss Jennifer...
Kiss her! Faggot.
Oh dear, he's not going to like that. By the way, you won't believe what film it is they're watching. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
What?
Yes, it's actually footage of the first film. Pretty much the only part we've not been shown already in this one.
This is ridiculous.
It is.
When Ricky goes to deal with the punks at the back, this guy pops up behind Jennifer. It's her ex-boyfriend, Chip, and he wants to get back with her. But she's like, no, sorry, Chip. I'm with Ricky now. Meanwhile...
Naughty.
Yeah, so Chip fucks off. The next day when Ricky and Jennifer go for a walk, they bump into Chip again. Chip starts talking to Jennifer about the time they had sex in the backseat of his car, and Ricky doesn't like that, so he hooks Chip up to his car battery. So he's dead.
Are you out of your mind?
Very naughty.
I hate you, Ricky.
Punishment is absolute.
Punish.
So she's dead. And oh no, this policeman has arrived. He's like, you stand still while I come right up to you with my gun. So now he's dead and Ricky has a gun.
What the hell's all that noise up?
Then, in the most iconic scene from this movie, Ricky sees an innocent guy taking his bins out.
Garbage day. Huh? No.
He decides against shooting this little girl on a tricycle, so instead goes for a random car driving past.
Bingo.
More cops arrive, and this time, his only way out is to kill himself. But oh no!
No more bullets.
And that's why he's in this place. Not for long, though. He's managed to kill the psychiatrist and just walk out. The police are worried he's going to go for Mother Superior, but this other nun tells them that the orphanage closed years ago and that Mother Superior had a stroke and retired.
You'd have to find her first.
But he has found her. How? No idea, but he's found her. He's also managed to get hold of a Santa suit. I assume this is the previous owner. And here we are at Mother Superior's house. They said she had a stroke, so I'm not sure why she looks like the Emperor from Star Wars, but anyway.
Mother Superior! I've got a present for you! There you are!
Mother Superior rams the door shut with her wheelchair. She finally manages to get the door shut and lock it. This gives her a chance to get on the stair lift before he works out where she's gone. He catches her, so she has no choice but to jump out of her chair and down the stairs. Somehow, despite being 100 and having recently had a stroke, the Emperor manages to make it onto her downstairs wheelchair and into the kitchen to grab a knife.
Richard! Richard! You come and face me. You are weak. Just like your brother. You must be punished.
But oh no, he's behind her.
You are being very, very naughty.
Naughty this!
When the police get inside, there's no sign of Ricky, but they do find Mother Superior.
Mother Superior, are you all right?
So he's dead and that's the end of the film. Just wanted to say a massive thanks to everyone who's supported me this year. All those who've watched, liked and commented on my videos, and especially my Patreon supporters, very much appreciated. Merry Christmas everyone, and until next time.
That is all.